Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer.
And I'm Julia Hartley.
And today we are on a walk. In fact, this is part 2 of a walk we started, well, actually, in the previous video. That's how it works. We're in Ashurst, or near to Ashurst in West Sussex, and we're following a guidebook. It's called
Walks in Sussex by Norman Willis.
And we're doing I think it's a 3-mile walk, something like that. And we started about a mile and a half ago on this circular route. And we're now, so go and check that out, but we're now on a farm track heading, I think we're probably heading west. And we've got the rest of the walk to do. What's our first bit to do next then, Julia?
Right, keep straight on again along the concrete farm road which we're on, as directed by the bridleway sign. You'll soon pass on your left a quaint part wood, part brick cottage with an old-fashioned well in the garden. Oh,
an old-fashioned well in the garden. Okay, we'll look for that.
I haven't seen that.
The next bit in that dialogue is quite interesting because what does it say?
Yes, it says, don't be tempted to explore. The cottage may look quiet, but there are people in residence.
I think this is the walk, we should just point out, is 41 years out of date, or at least in the book. And so maybe that's that could be the well there. I don't know how much you'll see of this, but actually there is a cottage here. I'm just going to, I don't want to trespass or anything, but I just want to come round. It's a lovely little cottage, and there, I don't know if you can see that, there's a white thing. That may have been a wellhead. It may be now pumping up water, who knows, but beyond that is a house. Now, as I say, it's 41 years ago since this walk was recorded, and that's one of the reasons I'm interested in doing these walks, to see how much has changed. And clearly when the book was published in 1977, the house may have looked slightly abandoned, a bit derelict perhaps, and there was a quaint old well. It's just changed. Now it's a white sort of pump-like thing, housing. I mean, I just find those things fascinating, that change is happening and you think it isn't, but it really is.
That looked really bizarre, like it was some sort of, I don't know, space landing module or something.
Yeah, no, exactly. Down there is College Farm. And there's a sign that says private property, keep out. We're undaunted. Couldn't get my brain around that one. According to the book, we'd go through a gate, which is a complicated gate with barbed wire and goodness knows what.
Well, it was 40 odd years ago.
That's what I was going to say. And then it describes in intricate detail how you unpin the barbed wire and pull a loop and goodness knows. Yeah, we don't have to do that now because they've got a new gate in that.
Newfangled thing.
Yeah, let's go through there. Oh, lovely noise. Here we go. And following the direction of the bridle path sign, and of course what it says in the book, looks like we take a diagonal cut across this field. There's no actual path on the grass, and so sometimes that can be quite daunting when you see a sign like that for some new walkers, and they go, oh, there's no actual physical path, where do I go? And I have had this many times where I've walked across a field and you've gone, is this really the path? Because you do feel sometimes that you're not quite sure, but if you follow the Ordnance Survey, it does tell you that that's where you're supposed to go.
I may be imagining things, but there is like a faint little furrow that kind of makes me think of a path. It does seem to follow the route as well.
Let's hope you're right, Julia. Let's hope you're right. We do have a couple of lovely oak trees here, denuded. At the moment, all their leaves have gone, and in fact most of their leaves, oh, there are some leaves on the floor, which is nice, on the ground. And in the distance there I can sort of see another gate, which I think must be what we're heading for.
The book describes going diagonally across the field to the opposite corner. So
right, yeah.
That looks about right.
That looks about right. There is another gate over there, behind us to our left, but there's no bridle path sign. So of course, you know, sometimes you think, oh, there's the gate, but you've got to be a bit quick-witted there and think, there's no sign. And normally, if there's a sign one end of the field, there ought to be a sign on the other end of the field, because that's your guide. Let's get down there and see what the book says next.
It is, it's a buck. Sorry. I could see this thing floating along the horizon and I was like, what is there? I thought maybe it was a small deer, maybe it was a rabbit. I thought,
what was it?
It was a full stag. It was a big stag. It was just the antlers I'd seen going across, and then suddenly it leaped and I saw it breach above the horizon there.
It's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone. Sorry, you didn't see that. I didn't want to interrupt the flow because I didn't know what I was seeing.
Go on then.
I think I got it all.
Have you got it out your system now?
Maybe.
Yeah. Right, we've come through the gate, we found it the other end of the field, and now we have no choice but to carry on the bridle path, which goes at the edge of this field past these trees, these beautiful oaks, and this bank here and ditch, which looks like a drainage ditch on our right. And what does the book say that we ought to do?
Through this gate and another opposite across the farm track. Follow the path through the bushes into the wood where rabbits abound. When you reach a metal gate, do not pass through, but turn left into a field. Follow the right-hand edge of the field, soon turning right, then left, then right, and left again.
Got that?
I think so.
Good.
I have, right here.
Yeah. Oops. This signpost has obviously seen better days. Julia, meanwhile, is getting nourishment from a sweetie. Well, this is the stretch that's supposed to have rabbits abound, but I haven't seen one rabbit at all at the moment, have you?
Well, no. I think all of these trees have grown up in the meantime.
Oh, yeah. Well, rabbits could still abound, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got the impression that this was more of a grassy knoll.
Oh, it did say through Woodland.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Where the rabbits abound. You read it out.
I read it out.
Yeah, not saying that you remember it. A little bit of water here, look. Only drowned rabbits in that one. Just saying. Loads of leaves on the ground, of course. It's winter and lots of oak leaves. It's very picturesque along here. These oak trees, they all look a bit stunted, don't they?
They do.
It's very wild though, I quite like it.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit spooky in some places.
But we can have the reassurance that we're on the right track because we've come to a crossroads here. And I'm assuming we carry on to the left.
Yes, this would be the right.
To the right. What does it say in our book?
Bushes into the wood where the rabbits abound. When you reach a metal gate, do not pass through but turn left into a field. What metal gate?
Let's see if we can find that metal gate. It's got to be down here somewhere. We're not supposed to go through it, is that right?
That's right, I meant to turn left or right.
Glad somebody knows where they're taking us.
Alright, alright. Yeah. We're not lost yet, are we?
No, not yet.
Yet.
There's,
being the operative word.
There's a little barn here, look. So, yeah, just have a quick poke. Deserted barn, mind the sticky mud. Oh, I've just lost my hat. Oh, God. I have lost my hat. It suits me for poking my nose where I shouldn't. Just through there, look. Lovely old barn. Right, back we go. Oh. Lovely. And I think I saw a metal gate. Makes you wonder how many people have ever walked on this footpath, doesn't it? Because it is in the middle of nowhere. We've got another bridge over that side there. I think we've got to keep going the other way, but I'm just going to have a quick look over here because I am nosy. Look down at the river, the little stream. It's great, isn't it?
It's lovely.
And then there's this other footpath goes on, and it's tantalising because when you see this sort of thing, I just want to explore this way now. But that's clearly not where we're going, or we'll lose the car. Right, better head back. See if we can get back on the right route and find this metal gate we're not supposed to go down. We're out of the woods, Julia.
Yeah.
The book gave us some very odd directions. Oh, incidentally, up there behind us is Dove's Farm. At least I think it's called Dove's Farm, and pretty certain. And then that's Artemis Aerospace, which is in that strange barn, I think, or up there. Anyway, doesn't matter. The book gave us this weird left right sort of thing. Actually, what had happened is we'd got further than where the metal gate was.
Yes, because obviously that's not there anymore.
There's no trace of the metal gate in the 40 years. And in fact, whatever that left right business was that it then told us to do, that's also not there. It may have been a bit of a strange path, but looking at a modern Ordnance Survey map, I could follow exactly where he meant us to go, and we've come out here, out of the wood, and we're on this driveway, as you can see, which is going to lead us up to a road. And actually, I've just seen a car whiz past. Oh, look, look.
Get it through that.
Through there, I don't think you'll see them.
Oh my gosh, how gorgeous.
Some deer. I don't know if they're roe deer or fallow. There's about 7 or 8 of them.
For fallow. Oh, lovely.
We saw one on his own, quite a bigger one.
Quite a large female, yeah.
And then these obviously were younger or smaller.
A small group of them as well. So.
Yeah. So we now almost reached the last part of our trip, really. Although we've probably got half a mile yet to go. Walking wise, we're coming up to the gate which will take us onto the main road, and then it's pretty straight from there on in to the car. There's a bit more countryside and that kind of stuff. I'll let you get the gate, Julia. Thank you very much for doing all the gate work.
No problem.
And we turn left here. You can tell it's near Christmas because look, there's a sign there saying Christmas trees. Anyway, we've run out of time again, but lovely to see those deer and all the things that we've seen. Hope you've enjoyed this little walk.
I sure have.
Yeah, I'm sure we will follow another of the walks in this book to see how things have changed from the 1970s in Sussex. But from us here on this little road, I think there's a vehicle coming.
Yep.
We'll get to the side. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think. If you've been along this track, we'd be interested to know. And of course, why not become a patron and support what we do? Any little donation helps put petrol in the car and gets us out into the countryside.
Yep, and gets more videos made.
So from Julia and I,
bye-bye for now.
Bye for now. Right, can I have piggyback now?
Go on then.
I'm knackered.
Yeah, if it'll shut you up.
Yeah. And there we are. Thanks, Julia.
Welcome.